All right, so you finally broke down and you're thinking about signing that major label record deal. Now what? There's 3 things you need to look for that should red flag you before you sign that deal. Peace and blessings, guys. My name is SG1 from the Grammy Award winning team, the Peacemakers. And if you are interested in finding out how to be in control of your music career, how to navigate within the ins and out of the music industry, and making sure that at least you have a fair chance of making a career and having longevity, then this is the channel for you. Make sure you click the subscribe button and then click the bell notification that you are notified and will be notified when we put out more videos. Now, your question should be, what qualifies me to tell you about the music industry? Well, I've had 30 plus years in the industry, and me and my brother have had a successful career in the music industry as songwriters for such artists as Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre, and more. And so it's very important for me to share something with you, which I have seen over my tenure as a music professional, which is when artists are signed by a major label, they simply don't know what to look for or have the appropriate representation to tell them what is good and what is bad. A lot of times we get caught up in the hype of being signed by a record label and not fully understand what we're signing. One, I want you to understand that you're a commodity. You are basically an investment. So while everything seems good right now in the forefront, like, hey, you have all the right numbers, your social media profile says you're a great investment, you have the fan base, and you have all these streaming numbers that says we love you and you're the next best thing and we want to be on the bandwagon. The flip side of that is you're an investment. And when that spreadsheet is put out before them and they're trying to determine green versus red, are we good or are we bad? Trust and believe me, attitudes and people change. So with that said, there's 3 things that you really need to look out for before signing that contract. And more importantly, understanding again that you as a commodity, as an investment, are receiving a loan up front for what they think you're worth. When record labels normally want to come and sign you, it's because they find that they can make money back from you. Don't ever mistake it for anything else. Don't ever think, well, it's because I like this person or they like me. I've befriended the right person, places or things, and they believe in my music. No, trust and believe. They're looking at the numbers. And just like any banking situation or banking institution, they're going to make sure that the numbers line up properly and that they're going to get their investment back. However, before you sign the dotted line, this is something I want you to think about. You want to look at long rights periods, which is basically the amount of time that a record label plans on owning the rights to your music or your actual recording. The reason why this is important is because if you're signing a deal and you're looking at getting an advance, you want to be able to at least base your advance on the long-term aspect of how long the record company feels they need to own the recordings to recoup the money they're going to get back, plus whatever interest they want to charge you. That is realistic when it comes to being an artist. One of the things that you want to think about, of course, again, is this is a business. So they are going to be acquired or required to try to regain money that they invested in you and make a profit. However, you definitely want to look at the term or how long they actually want to own that recording. If you know that you're going to be receiving advance or you're asking or requesting an advance from a record label, look for the option for future recordings within your contract, because many times record label says, well, since we're giving you an advance on your music without necessarily knowing if we're going to collect on our money within the next 5 years, we also want the rights to any future music you may put out to make sure or ensure that we're going to receive our monies back for this cash advance. So make sure you look out for that as well. An exclusive recording agreement simply says any recording made within the term of the agreement that you have with the record label becomes the rights of the record label. Simply put, from the time that you sign the recording agreement, any and all music recorded will be owned by the record label, or the record label have the right to monetize, which, thinking about it, if that label is actually paying for your recording time and all this money is put into advance, and or if it's within the advance and agreement that you're getting within your advance, makes sense. However, it's still something you want to look out for, because again, the more knowledge you have of the music industry, the more you realize what you're giving up, the more empowered you are. So make sure that if you see this option within your contract, you ask for clarity and or any changes that you feel may need to have. Always remember that when in doubt, it's best to seek legal advice to help you sort through the madness within the contract, and make sure that legal counsel that you receive is not also employed by the record label that you're going to be signed, because of course they're going to have the record label's best interest in mind, even though they say I represent you as the client. The record label is the one paying them, which makes the record label the actual client. Now, at the end of the day, I will always recommend that you license your music for a limited time versus a lifetime. The difference being that if you do blow up, or if all things are done the right way and you do blow up and you make or have a successful career, you would at some point in time be able to regain the rights to your music and then maximize the profit that you'll be making off of it. Also, by this time, you'll have enough experience within the music industry to know how to maneuver, how to move, and you pretty much been and got your feet wet at this point. My name is SG1 from the Grammy Award winning team, the Peacemakers, hoping that this particular video helped you in some way, fashion, or form understand recording contracts and the three main elements that you want to look out for. Now again, this isn't considered legal advice. I will always suggest that you seek out legal counsel. Now guys, this video was sponsored by CloudBounce. I use CloudBounce for all of my mastering. CloudBounce is always running specials for you guys, and it is the #1 place to master your music. Make sure you join today. Look for the link in the description below. Thank you. We've come to the end of this video, guys, and I want to thank you for watching. Now, if there's something that you think I should be doing or talking about, or there's a topic that you want me to handle or deal with, or something that you saw on YouTube and you don't feel like it was explained properly, make sure you leave it in the comment section below and do #new topic. I'll make sure I check it out, and we'll see if we can fit it in within our schedule while we're doing videos. Now guys, everything about the music industry is evolving, and I need you to evolve with it, because music is life. Remember that, guys, and we're out.